So I get this question probably a lot, and it's what do I look for in a television? I mean, I have been really hard on a lot of TVs. I think almost anybody who's seen my videos before knows that the standards seemingly are impossibly high. But are they really? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what my particular criteria is, right? Because I know, like I said in the opening, that people feel as though I am so hard on these TVs and like nobody can catch a break with poor old Quantum here. Just that guy comes out and just nails every TV down. So I want to let you know, the viewer, what those criterias are. What's my guideline, right? Well, it's really simple. I only look at five things, five factors before I say a TV's trash or good. One, you need to be able to pull that TV out of the box, and everybody needs to have a good experience with it. So what does that mean? Well, out of the box, there are some rules. It can't look overly cool or washed out or ugly. Like you shouldn't have to pay an additional service after you buy a television. And unfortunately, you almost immediately, with every TV I've ever seen, to be honest with you, you almost immediately have to buy a calibration from some third-party vendor in order to enjoy your TV. Okay, well, that's not fun. So what happens in cases like the Sony X95K or like the Samsung TVs I've been reviewing this year? Well, the black levels are so bad that when the lights go down and you want to have a nighttime, a date night, whatever the case may be, you can't. The black levels are so bad they appear gray. And I don't think that's a good TV, right? I couldn't tell you to, hey, run out and buy that. That's going to be great for nighttime viewing. And so we start to get into a category here where these manufacturers are producing TVs that don't really hold much to the marketing aspect. You know, they'll tell you things like, we'll give you ultra precision, we'll give you deep black, and then you look at it and it's gray or it's splotchy, and then it's almost like, hey, you know what? It is what it is. I just paid them all this money and it's okay. But like, when I buy gaming consoles, right, everybody's excited that TCL might have leaked the PS5 Pro and new Xbox or whatever, but can we take a moment to appreciate that they're almost certainly going to come with some next generation boot up sequence, right? You turn it on, the Xbox logo will go spinning all around doing all this cool stuff. Same with the PlayStation. They'll do something to make you feel like, wow, this is the next step up when you turn it on. Every time you turn it on. Why don't TVs have that? Like, honestly speaking, ask yourself genuinely, what distinguishes a $500, $200 TV from a $3,000 or even $10,000 TV? Nothing, outside of what they tell you the features do. But you see, when you have people compare it, like I compare it over the years, you start noticing certain similarities to the entry-level stuff. Like, hey, I just paid you $3,000 and the blacks are still just as gray as they were on your mid-range and on your entry-level sets. Why? That's a question they don't want you to ask. And then we get into a situation where we go, okay, let's look at some other factors. What about colors? Colors are really washed out. And as I said in the opening here, again, it's just kind of like, why? Why do you have to pay somebody else? It doesn't make any sense to calibrate those colors when they are known for doing manufacturer level calibrations. It doesn't make any sense. It's almost like they want you to pay those third-party services because they don't care. And then you start to see the theme happening of the calibration on the highest end stuff doesn't really look much better than the mid-range stuff. And in fact, in some cases, you can find the mid-range and entry-level stuff looking better for out-of-the-box experiences. Not grand. Not great, but you get what I'm saying. So then we look at the final factor, which maybe would be features. What features truly distinguish it at the top of the pedestal? Local dimming? I mean, like, they don't do anything like unique or cutting edge, right? Like, and for the money that we're starting to get into, prices are inflating faster than we can blink our eyes. You guys see it all around at the gas pump. You guys see it all around with the rentals. You guys see it all around with the mortgage rates. Everything is going up and through the roof. And these TV manufacturers truly believe, that as long as they hire YouTubers to do this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you only positive things, and gosh golly, won't you subscribe and like me? That's enough. And when you have somebody like me who's stoic and very jaded by this all and really tired of being a consumer watching these Mickey Mouse YouTubers lie about everything, it's time to stand up as a consumer. Because here's the thing. Quantum standards should be everybody's standards, because what you want is a good picture quality. But you're not going to get that accepting bad black levels, bad color, poor brightness, weak features, horrible motion that makes you fatigued and dizzy and makes you feel like you're going crazy. Maybe it's just you, and then everywhere you go to get help, people either will gaslight you and tell you, oh no man, that's just you, I don't have that problem on my set, or I think you got a bad unit. I'm so tired of hearing that excuse when these manufacturers drop the ball, and it's only going to work continuously in their favor. I tell you again, my standards are very simple. I only look at those 5 things: brightness, black levels, colors, motion, and features. If a TV can do those things correctly, then it's a good TV. If it can't, it's inherently bad by my standards, and that's all I look at. Now, some TVs have met most of those standards. TVs like the Hisense UHG behind me, TVs like the Samsung S95B, the LG C1, the Sony X900E, the Samsung Q8FN, the Sony A8G, and the list does go on. The TCL S546. Some TVs can meet enough of those metrics to be considered a good TV, especially for the price to value ratio, which is what I look at as well. That's kind of like a little bonus thing, I suppose. And that's, again, I pay you $500. Can this really be called a $500 picture? Consequently, I pay you $3,000. Can I see a $3,000, or most cases in examples, can I see a $1,500 markup over some other models in whatever price tier that you're in? And that's the thing. That's the thing. When when you're going at it and you're looking at what they offer for the price, is it an upgrade? Is it better? And that's ultimately what the whole rating system here behind Quantum TV is all about. Truth be told is, I don't hate any brand. I want them all to succeed. I want to be in a candy store. My dream for this whole television industry is to have everybody be so honest that they are walking on eggshells around us, right? The very mention that a reviewer is about to check out their product, they're like, nah, I'm not going to mess this up because then I could be out of all of the R&D money to make whatever I made. But it's turning into a franchise where every year they just pump out the next Sony logo product. No update. It's so bad they don't even bother to change the design. It's a cookie cutter copy and paste from last year. And people are so okay with this because sometimes they're out of the loop. They didn't buy for the last 5 years, that they don't care. And when they find out, some people put it on their credit card. They don't want to admit to themselves that, hey, I just put this on my credit card and maybe this guy is right about this TV not being the best. And I think there's no more of a almost like an airing out feeling in the gut than when you realize that everything that I told you about a product being negative was actually true, and that there is an influencer market out here of, again, advertisers and promoters working with Sony, working with retailers to promote products and positivity to make you like them and subscribe. If you're sick of that and you want somebody to be honest with you, subscribe to Quantum TV and you're going to get honesty all around. Love me or hate me, I'm going to tell you the truth and we're going to put it out there. So what I'm going to do in the next few videos, I'm going to be giving you guys the pros and the cons of some of the TVs I've reviewed and future TVs coming up. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, and we're going to do our best this year to kind of curve a lot of this positivity journalism that we're seeing that doesn't actually take a review perspective into account when they review these TVs. Questions, comments down below. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty. And until the next video, see you guys later.